Do, 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 do. Hello.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow.
The Dear Becky and Lizzy edition.
I think I've said it before, but every time I go, hello, I want to start doing, as if anyone out there has watched Drunk History, they all start with, hello, my name is so-and-so. Tonight we're going to talk about... But this is different.
I thought you were going to go to My Name is Inigo Montoya.
Well, that's another good one. That's hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. And yeah, that's a good one too. So, but we are completely sober. We're just silly.
Yeah.
It's also, I mean, not that it matters. It's almost 9:20 in the morning. So I would hope we're sober. Anyway, not to be judgmental, but hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm picking at a cat scratch. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in very sunny and pretty chilly Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there. Mm-hmm. It's going to be like...
Look how bright the wall is
just
behind
over
you.
10 degrees warmer than yesterday.
It is?
Yes.
Didn't feel like that when I got up.
No. No. Morning's going to be cold.
Morning was very broken.
Yes. Oh, in so many ways.
Yeah. And, yeah, I washed my hair this morning, so get one good day out of it. By the end of the day, my hair will probably be up, and my sweater will probably not be on anymore, because it's toasty in here. But, it's Thursday, so it's Dear Becky and Lizzy, and you said we had one question.
We have one question.
And then we could talk about some of the fiber. There's too much fiber fairy to talk about. It's awesome, but we will show you some of it if we have time. What is that? Is that the heat?
No, that's somebody's car. Probably a belt that...
That isn't happy.
That isn't happy.
You probably can't hear it. We can. Okay.
Sounds like crickets.
And it went away. Yeah. Yes, question?
Yes, question.
Your shawl's really pretty, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, hope you are well. This is about spinning. My folks got me...
I'm out.
Yeah.
But keep going.
My folks got me a drop spindle for the holidays, and I'd love for Liz to do a little ramble. Could you talk about why you like spinning, how you got into it, and maybe your biggest mishap or hot mess? Does Sun Dragon sell wool or fleece I can spin with? Thanks for helping me unwind. Much love from Pennsylvania.
We have tons of it from the Fiber Fairy.
We do.
But, okay. You first.
When I was 12...
We're going way back.
Going way back.
Yeah.
We went to a Revolutionary War reenactment up in upstate New York. And there was a little girl, probably younger than me at the time, who was drop spinning with a drop spindle.
Sweet.
And it had a bottom whorl. And I was just like, that is so cool. I want to do that. Mm-hmm. And for the next 10 years... I could not find a drop spindle anywhere, or roving, or how to do it. And once online started going, I looked, and all the drop spindles that I could find were top whorl. And I was like, no, it's got to be the bottom whorl.
I think I saw someone top whirling on another yarn shop's page, and it looked weird.
Yeah. And
it had the stick hanging down.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they doing it wrong? But I don't know anything about spinning. So
historically, it was a bottom whorl, and it's more modern
to have the stick down, and then have to flip it up and wind, and then down.
Yeah. And
okay.
So
Liz knows stuff.
It was, yeah. So we were in Germany, and my husband and I went on a marriage retreat, and we're walking around downtown in the little village that we were in, and they were doing a medieval fair thing. And there was a lady drop spinning with a bottom whorl drop spindle. And she was selling them. And so I bought a bag of fleece and a drop spindle. And I spun with it for... Actually, I bought two. I still have them. They're my favorites. I drop spun for a while, but couldn't really get the hang of it because she had shown me for like 5 minutes and that was it. And keep moving forward by another 10 almost 10 years later, there was a medieval reenactment thing on the base that we lived in, and one of the ladies was drop spinning, and I was like, I have the stuff, show me how. And she took her time and showed me how to. It was basically spinning from the fold is what I wanted to do. And
I only vaguely know what that means.
it's done different than drafting, which is a lot of modern and more American do.
Is from the fold more of a woolen spun, or is it not?
It can be a woolen spun, but you're taking the hairs and kind of folding them in half. Like they spin down into a triangle.
This makes me want to try again at some point.
It's fun. And then I kind of played with it off and on, and fast forward almost another 5 years. And we were on vacation, and I was like, ooh, I can drop spin in the car. And I did. Bernie was driving, I sat and drop spun, and it got all kinds of wonky, and but after a while, I was like, ooh, I can pretty much do it.
It takes practice, right?
Yeah, just getting the consistency took practice, and then I could walk and spin, and I would take it to doctor's appointments after Bernie had his accident because it was very easy, portable, and I did that for quite a while until we moved up here. And then I kind of, not lost interest, but butterfly chased something else. And then Rebecca opened the shop. And then we went to SAF. And
I bought a spindle because I was like, ooh. We still haven't really used it.
All three of us bought Turkish spindles, which have
they have a bottom
It looks like a helicopter on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to wrap a specific way.
I think I vaguely know where mine is.
Well, that's good. And we all bought roving. Yep. And I tried teaching Rebecca, but it's hard to do when the shop is full of people and you're putting stuff down every 5 minutes. And after a while here, after I got back into it, I was like, you know what? I want to spin enough to make something. I have all these balls of spun, but never set, never anything. And one of our knitters here, Kathleen, shout out to Kathleen, she spins. So she's been my guru on how to set my yarn. What do I do with it, Kathleen? Well, you nitty-knotty it off and then you soak it and then, get the water out and then you thwack it. And that's great
This
fun.
is going to raise so many more questions for people.
So many more questions. And so I was like, I want to spin yarn for a papillon, and I was looking for my papillon that I thought was here, and it's not, that I spun the yarn for. And
it's a lot of bags in the back.
It's not here. I think it's at home.
I hope it's at home.
I tell people all the time that are like, I want to, dabble with spinning. It's great fun and games until you decide to make something, because it takes way more fluff and stuff than you think it's going to. And spinners, they gauge swatch for yarn. They buy a little bit and then they spin it, and you've got to keep your consistency all the same. And then they knit a gauge swatch and they're like, okay, this much fluff and stuff will get me this far. I don't do that. I don't like gauge swatching and knitting. So,
So you yarn chicken it
I
the
yarn
whole
chicken
time?
it. Yeah. I bought a crap ton of fluff and stuff. And I bought my first electric spinner, which was the Nano, and it fits in the palm of my hand. And I spun 21 bobbins, 2-ounce bobbins. I kept buying bobbins because I was like, I'm just spinning and they're 2 ounces, so it doesn't hold very much. And then I had I found at a thrift store a plying drop spindle. It's ginormous, but it spins the other direction. You can't spin it.
And see, this raises another question. Like, when you ply, things have to spin in a different direction than you originally spun. And there's just so much that I'm not there yet.
Yeah. So I plied all
cool.
of it on my drop spindle, and then I knit my project. It was a papillon, and the veining in the papillon was yarn from here, and the rest of it was on a size 9 needle, so it's a big one. And I had a ball that big left over. Like, that's all the yarn I had. So I like
you won at Yarn
I
Chicken.
won at Yarn Chicken.
That's fantastic.
But there was a great chance of failure. Like, huge.
Living on the edge.
So after that, I was like,
Oh, there's more.
well,
I'm kidding. Go ahead. You're fine.
I
Keep going.
decided that
This is
2
what the
ounce
question
bobbins
asked.
were crap. And not crap in a bad way, but crap in
She
a
needed more.
production way. So I bought the Nano's bigger brother, and it's the Electric Eel Wheel 6, and it has an 8 ounce bobbin. And
Let it be known that we have fluff and stuff here. We do not have any of these other things.
And so
But that's
now
okay.
I spin my hair, and I was wet felting it for a long time, and that takes forever. It's faster to spin it. So I was like, I need new hair this week. So, yeah. It's also easier on my shoulders. But, yeah, so the downside... The upside to spinning is, yay, it's another craft you can dabble with, and the downside is it will suck you in just like knitting and crocheting and
Now I
any
wanna
of
try
the
it,
other arts
but-
that are like,
Maybe after Christmas.
hey, you could just, dabble with me. No, it's not a dabble thing. After a while, it snowballs, and you're like, I could knit a sweater for $150, and then you're like, I could buy the roving and spin my sweater for way more and way longer. And, it's...
anyone, it's like I saw a reel once that it was a friend talking to a quilter, and the woman was playing both roles, but it was like, oh, so you quilt so you can save money, right? And make your own stuff. And she's like, because that's,
Yeah,
you don't craft to save money.
My next project,
The way we do it.
is my dream sweater, whatever, and it's gonna have cashmere in it, and because just having the spinning wheel and the stuff, then you want to blend, and so you buy a blending board and all the little bits that go with the blending board, and then you can make your own fiber combinations.
I'm gonna stick to the stuff I can get at my shop.
It gets
Sounds cool though.
Yeah, it's fun. I love it. I just want people to be prepared for it's a rabbit hole, just like the knitting and crocheting.
Oh, I might be done with this finger soon. Da-da. Yeah. What she said.
And we do have some fibers at the shop. Right now we have the Fiber Faerie rovings. She has some not superwash and some superwash.
So you want to just show that off first?
Yeah, I can. Bring
I can stop knitting and bring some stuff over too. These are not like named. We can go over some of the yarns that we have too. All the yarns are fingering weight, and mostly a superwash nylon blend. The colors, I want to say that most of her roving, and I'll go grab the last one, is like the colors aren't named, but if you see something you like, describe it to us, and we can send pictures if we need to verify. Let me get the last one too.
So in the roving world, there's superwash and not superwash. There's even sock content roving if you want to spin your own yarn for socks.
Really like just wool, like that's not.
It's because I like to felt it. Like I want my hair to felt.
It's I'm gonna sit.
So this basket is superwash, 65% superwash merino and 35% silk.
What is the benefit of having some silk in there?
It spins really fast, but it's probably not a good first
Okay.
spinning. Like, this silk is slippy, so I like spinning with silk, but I know quite a few people who are like,
It
nope.
feels so soft.
It does.
Oh my gosh. These are 27 a piece. No, this is the cashmere. The one with silk. That's why this feels so soft.
25.
The superwash merino and silk. So I'm gonna hold this to the side because that's not is $25 per little braid.
They're 4-ounce braids.
4-ounce braids. This one's still pretty soft, but not as soft as the one with the cashmere. Oh, and that's 100. So your basket has all kinds of crazy stuff in it.
Yeah, this one's that, and
so the cashmere, it's $27. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% cashmere. Oh my gosh, it feels amazing. And we have like these vibrant colors.
we have a lot of the silks.
This looks like it's the same. She has a fingering weight that has these colors, and she called it like toasted marshmallow.
That's cashmere.
But again, all of these don't have color names on them, which is part of the reason it's very challenging to show them off.
I'm just pulling them.
Yeah.
Silks.
But all of these can be
just straight up
can be spun.
merino.
So we have the other baskets that we have down here. She brought a whole bunch. Like this is Romney, Tunis, Suffolk blend. It's a blend of different sheeps. So it's 100% wool. It doesn't feel as soft. It could be fun. Like it feels sticky. It feels like the spinning might go a little better.
But especially if you're new, like it's the grip is a little better sometimes on
these are only 15. I mean, that's the difference in fibers. This whole thing of wool, just all wool, is 15, and this is it's still 4 ounces.
Yeah,
but this one is 27. So,
the straight up merino, which we had 2 skeins of, is 18.
Okay. Well, I figure if you're sorting that one out, we can kind of hold up different batches and then put them away. I want to say both of these might just be the
straight up.
The baskets on the floor are just the $15
Yep.
roving gangs of sheep. The roving gangs of sheep, but there's only 3 breeds. So okay, let's start with it's just superwash though, right?
It is superwash merino, so
Okay.
it's merino.
It's merino that's had like the barb type things stripped from it in some way, which I don't understand in roving, but that's okay.
For anybody looking to felt, anything that says superwash will not felt. So if you're looking for,
or it's really challenging to try to make it do anything remotely close to that. So
needle felting, you can use superwash.
Okay, because you're stabby.
Wet felting, you need to use not superwash.
Okay.
If you're spinning to make yarn to felt, not superwash.
Yeah.
Sure.
But the 2 that she's holding, those are $18, and they are 100% superwash roving.
Yep, and merino.
Okay. Yes, superwash merino. Yes, which is a specific breed of sheep. So let's see. This is the silk. Okay, so the silk ones, we have 2 of these mostly thistle-y colors, but also some nice blue. So blue and purple and green. And these are superwash merino and silk.
We have like purples. There's an orange and gray.
There's an orange and gray. There's one that's really just shades of orange.
Brighter blues, darker blues.
We got blues and purples. These are all 4 ounces. That's the cashmere. Oh gosh, I just want to take this home and sleep with it. Like
Put googly eyes on it and carry it
feels
around.
as soft as my cat, if not softer. This. And this has some of those blues. These 2 look kind of the same. They've got grays at the bottom and blues at the top. These all right now are the superwash merino and cashmere, and oh my gosh, it's like heaven in my hands. Actually, this looks like it's kind of meant to go with those. Just some of the vibrancy came out a little bit darker. So we've got 3 that are like teals and grays, like teal at the top and grays at the bottom. This is like intense blues and teals and intense grays. But it's that cashmere one. What was the last one that wasn't? Oh, that was the like toasted marshmallow colors. So, we have such a plethora. Like we can't even show these all off. We have like this is all the roving gangs of sheep, 3 breeds of sheep. This is much stickier. It's soft to the touch, but doesn't mean it's going to be super soft when it's spun up. But it's nowhere near as soft as the silks and cashmere blends. But these are just, we've got dusky rose colors. We've got browns and blues. We've got blues and greens. We've got reds in there. It's almost impossible to really show them all off. And then there's another one that's got some fall tones, some purpley pinks. I've got some grays in here. So it's pretty much, if you're interested in the roving, you may need some more select photos. So you may want to email us. You can call us, but we might want an email so we can send you pictures. Yep. So there's just so much yumminess there, right? So to go over some of our yarns that she's got, before I transition to that, we've got a bunch of project bags from her too. This is my favorite little combo right here. Notion bags, I want to say these are $8, Fiber Brat. There are ones with other patterns, you'll have to ask us. And then we have the drawstring project bags, Fiber Brat. You can get the coordinating if you want to. The ones without snaps are $20. The ones with snaps are $30. I was looking through prices on things. If all of this is stuff that's really complicated for us to get online for the short time she's going to be here, so coordinate with us. We've already sold one of the cashmere rovings. It's not pictured here because we already sold it to someone who had reached out through Faerie to get it from us. So the fingering weight yarn, it's all fingering weight. People were asking, is there DK? Is there other stuff? We have what she brought with her, and she brought fingering weight with her. We have a few different bases for the fingering weight, but the stuff I brought over is, like, we really only have one or two sparkly colors. And the one I'm knitting with, and I'm starting this, what will hopefully be a nice big crazy shawl because I'm using 2 skeins of fingering weight. I am using Naughty Pumpkin and Mysterious Full Moon. The Naughty Pumpkin is her sparkle base. So it's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. This is $30 a skein. It is really the only sparkly one we have. Like, if I go up real close, you can see some of that sparkle. We've got some kits that have sparkle. I don't think we're going to have time to talk about them today. This one that goes with it, this nice luscious yellow, this is her Faerie dust base, which is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. And these are $25 a piece. So
it's all sock content fingering.
Yes, of what we're showing you today. There are some ones over there that are only 100% superwash merino, but there's very few of them and only like one color. So I didn't even bring it over to the table today. But these are kind of Sun Dragon colors, so I was like, ooh, I'm going to knit with them and have fun with them. And I used to not like yellow, but some yellows I really do love. She has some that she's calling her Nutcracker Suite. If we come across weird names, we'll explain if we think they're part of the Nutcracker Suite. But, this one is Columbina Doll, and I have no idea if that's part of the Nutcracker Suite or not. But, this is like bright purples and pinks with speckles. I love the speckles, but it's not as bright. Her brightest is this one. Oh my gosh, look, not as bright. This one's even brighter. This one's Dewdrop Faerie, and I think that has to do maybe with the Nutcracker Suite. I don't know. I think she claimed when she was knitting with it, she was inspired, but I was like, okay, I haven't seen the Nutcracker in so long.
And it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I know that there's this Sugar Drop something.
Sugar Plum Fairies.
That's what I was like, there's some fairies in there.
It's my favorite song out of the...
The
dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies.
But see, these are close to each other, but not the same. The Columbina is not as intense. This is super intense. These colors, I think, would be so pretty together. Some of her things are tonals or solids. Like any hand dyed solid is kind of going to be a little tonal. Like even the yellow I got, there's some lights and darks to it. This is innocent until he finds out. And this is proof is in the pumpkin pie. So some of these are her fall colors, and we have some leftovers from her spring sorbet collection still. And then we have some Nutcracker Christmassy ones. So I think these would be really pretty together. But I really wanted to use a multicolor in my thing. This one, the Delicious Earthy Tones multicolor. This one is the Mischievous Forest. Olives and browns and stuff. This would go with any of the earthy tone ones if you needed to pair things. This is Evidence in the Mud.
These
It's
are
a nice
both
brown.
the same, but they look...
Yeah, that's why I brought two of them over
Different.
because the saturation levels of the cranberry.
Yeah.
It's
One
cranberry
looks spreckled and one looks...
yeah,
more-
it's cranberry and like a really light green.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Cavalier.
Cavalier. I might have spelled that right when I put it in the system, our system on the back end.
And they're 80-20 superwash
And
merino.
then this is a
yep.
tonal that like is just that light kind of leafy green. Almost a mint green, but not quite. This one's called Uncle Drosselmeyer. And Carol said that is a character in the Nutcracker. And I will trust her on that.
I have the Mouse King.
Oh, the Mouse King. Mouse King is nice and gray.
It's great.
It's a tonal gray. It's
a
very
almost
cute.
silver gray. Almost.
And then, okay, so this is Clara's ballet slippers, excuse me. Clara's ballet slippers. Like look at this lovely palette that it makes though. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
soft and fun, except the Cavalier, which may or may not be part of this, but I think goes with these, adds a pop in some ways. Not as much as a pop as this. And again, this is the Dewdrop Faerie. But I think they're all fantastic. So this is called Skinny Dipping. I think that's a cute name. And it's got teals and these light greens again. But some darker blues. And actually we have the Midnight Rendezvous. Midnight Rendezvous to go skinny dipping. They go together. Look at that.
Probably in the Mischievous
But
Forest.
I don't think I want to go with Uncle Drosselmeyer.
No, but
I mean, the colors go together.
Mischievous Forest.
The mischievous. Yeah, I don't know if I'd use this one with this one, but they have tones that could work together in a different way. I mean, this feels like the having fun out in the forest combo, right? So, and there are more colors over there. I feel like we're almost at a half hour, so I'm gonna stop. But I will try to get some more of this shawl done over the weekend. I started another new project, and I'm still Christmas knitting. So, I'm almost done with the finger, and then I just have the thumb. So my niece's Christmas present is almost done. My nephew's Christmas present is done, apart from sewing in ends. And I have started my brother-in-law's. I have started my mom's. And as soon as I finish this one, I might start my sister's. And then my dad's, and then at least all of them are started. So, getting there. Final reminder that this Sunday, let me go in order. Tomorrow night, Friday night, from 7 to 9 p.m. is our usual weekly virtual sit and stitch. It's on Zoom, and you get in with a shop phone number.
828-877-3550.
And then Sunday is it feels early because it kind of is, but I think it's been 4 weeks since our last one, which is the crazy part. I almost said November. December 10th, it's a Sunday, is our December Sunday dual platform virtual sit and stitch. Facebook Live and Zoom. It'll be from 1 to 5 p.m. All of these times are U.S. Eastern Time. Facebook, just go to our page and you should see the video happening somewhere there. And if you want to join us on Zoom and see who you're kind of chatting with, you can always type things in on Facebook. But if you like to see and hang out with people, then join over on Zoom. And the same thing, you get in with the shop phone number.
828-877-3550. Rebecca will be on Facebook and Zoom. I'm on Zoom.
Yep.
You'll hear Zoom.
Mm-hmm. You'll hear Zoom. You only see me because I try to protect some level of privacy of the people on Zoom. But if you want to see other people, we don't just film and broadcast everybody who's hanging out. It's yeah. Anyway, it's worked for us for like 2.5 years.
Yeah. So
we keep doing it, and it'll be the last one until the new year, and I haven't decided when the one in January will be. So. Depending on life and what we do with the shop, I don't know. We might have to start pulling back to every couple of months for those, but it depends on what we're doing with Sundays with the shop. Yeah. So we haven't decided yet. There's lots of
plans.
So anyway, we're gonna go call or email. I mean, honestly, especially if you don't get a hold of us, email is better. And emailing me about the trunk show. If the only one ingrained in your brain is Liz's, then we'll try to see if she can check it like once a day and send them to me. But I'm Rebecca, REBECCA, at sundragonartandfiber.com. You can also use the contact forms on our regular website, or our online shop has contact forms that get to me. I irregularly check Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger, but if you want to start the conversation there, because that's how you know to get a hold of me, I will try to check them more. But we'd love for you to take advantage of the Fiber Faerie Trunk Show while it's here. So anyway, all right, we're going to go. We will see you on this channel next week. And if you join us for one of our Zoom sessions, we'll see you before next week. Bye.
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all the fun stuff. Bye.
Yay. Bye.